Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing What If Female Naruto Was a Tailed Beast Part 3. Yes, it has been 2 weeks since I did Part 2, and it seems like you guys really want a Part 3. Obviously, I was planning on making a Part 3. Just that, of course, I came up with another What If type, and I wanted to do 2 parts to that just to see if you guys wanted like a part 3 or more of that, say series or genre. Well, not genre, just type of what if we do, like more of, or not, well, yeah, like more of what if Goku, like what if Goku, I don't know, something else. But yeah. And well, I still don't know yet. Anyway, if you guys want to know what happened in the last part, please go and watch part 2. Seriously, because that's 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to remember what happened 2 weeks ago. Well, no, 3 weeks actually. 2 weeks is because it hasn't reached the day you're watching it yet. Well, it has. It's just it's currently night time and it hasn't reached the actual time in which it was uploaded. So yeah, so 3 weeks from the day you're watching this, which would be for me in the morning, roughly, probably 12. Well, yes, I'll say 12 because I'm going to live stream. Well, I say I'm going to, it's more so probably going to, but I hopefully, if I remember, I'm going to live stream at roughly 8 to 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Well, for me, it's 8 in the morning, so yeah, so 9 o'clock at night. So when you see this, it'll be, when you see this, plus 9 hours GMT, so 9 hour, so 9 o'clock GMT time, I'll be live streaming, so you get two videos today. When time of uploading, you get 2 videos, one at 12, which is this one at one live video at 9. So yeah, anyway, let's get into this. So I can say with certainty that a lot of you guys wanted Sapphire to be an 11-tailed beast. To have 11 tails. And well, I am going to make her, in 11 tails, because it would be pretty stupid to go against what people have voted and have said. Yeah, anyway, so, yeah. So, her mum and her dad, which, as I said, if you are new, please watch the last 2 before continuing this, as you are going to be confused. Wait, who is Sapphire? Where's Naruto? Why haven't you mentioned Naruto? Well, I have. It's just Naruto doesn't go by the same name, as it would be stupid to name your child Naruto if it's a female. Then again, I don't know, like, is Naruto a more, well, yeah, I guess masculine or more boyish name? Who knows? I don't know. I'll leave that for you guys to decide. But anyway, yes. So please watch part 1 and part 2 to get caught up. Anyway, let's. Yeah. So yeah. So Kusana, wrong person. So Matatabi and Kuruma do slightly release slightly, reduce the seal, so that she can now access she can access two more. Oh no, I still wasn't really that sure. I would say, well, now they're kind of conserving it, so they're doing 1 tails, and it's like slightly, I would say that's kind of a lot. If she's got 11 tails, that means 10 of them are sewed. Yes, but also she's the strongest being on that planet. And I am saying this with 100% authority. She's stronger than the Ten Tails, obviously, because she's got one extra tail than it, which means she is stronger. Yes. Anyway, yeah, you guys can kind of figure out the multiplier on that, but whatever. Yeah. Anyway. Some time passes and she reaches. Oh yeah. Oh no. The Academy is. I can't remember how old she is now. Well, by the looks of it, they tend to be around 4 to 5 years old. So I would say about 3 to 4, not 4 to 5, 3 to 4 years old. So I would say, of course, kids, like when you start year and you're going to have kids from, like, roughly, say from the actual start of the school year to roughly the, rough middle-ish. That kind of, that's generally the period when you have children joining you. Like, that would be in, your year group. As, of course, there'll be, parents late getting the stuff. And that's why. So, yeah. So, I'd say, she's, obviously, she'll be, I'd say she is 4 years old. Well, no, you don't. Oh no, this is probably going to drag out to be a long one, as I am just, debunking a lot of things. Sorry if you hear beep in the background, that is just me turning on and off my fan. I do have a ceiling one, but it's very, very rubbish, to say the very least. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So... And that's the thing, I don't want to say, oh yeah, she's, 3 years old and, it's like, hey, you've made her a year younger. It's like, well, I can't remember how old I made her, so, yeah. So I'm going to say, 3, well, I'm just trying to remember, because I'm going by, what my school did, not my age started, because that'll be maybe story time. Okay, no, she will be 4 years old when she starts it. And why? Because I'm going by Rails's education when she should enter, which goes, well, yeah, if you look up England's school thing, it resembles similar, but if you want to know Rails's proper thing, well, I won't link it in the description because it's pointless, but I don't know. I might. Nah, I don't know. I might if you do want to learn. Well, no, I don't know. I'll do the government thing, which is England. They may list Wales, but I think it's only England they list as. Well, each country is different. Anyway. Yeah, so she'll be 4. I could make her 4 and, well, I'm not really sure when her birthday is. Should really, well, no. Whatever, anyway, so, yeah, she's 4 years old, and of course, they start their ninja school, and, they'll generally playing around, well, what it generally is, what it was kind of in canon just start, of course, Naruto also has, not Naruto, Sapphire also has a sister. Yes. And I think I gave her, yes, sister, yes. Yeah. And, well, yeah, so, of course, those two, for at least, oh no, yeah. Well, no, they'll be generally, well, yeah, they'll be, of course, quite popular. Players that know Sasuke Naruto, and, well, I'd say, I'd say neither of them really are interested in Sasuke. As you know, well, first Sapphire, well, yeah. I think it's Yuri that I named her. Sapphire's sister, which is actually Kushner's child, because Kushner lives in this one. Yeah. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, so of course, girls are gonna be, girls are gonna be around her, boys, well, girls and boys are gonna both be around them as, oh my god, well, no, that would be later on, but they would still be popular with the group, kind of. It's really, who, wouldn't, if, you're the so-called daughters of the fourth Hokage. Yeah. And of course, no, yeah, I'm still gonna know, hey, thingy, not thingy, what's her name? Kushina is, of course, Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. They don't know about the, Two Tails. They don't know about her. As I'd say, well, think, well, as I can't really remember what happened in what I said in part 2, so I'm probably going to be wrong between this part and part 2. So yeah. Anyway, I think I gave Yuri, the Two Tails. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, Yuri has, Yuri has Manatabi, and yeah. So yeah, and oh yeah. My mind's gone blank, sorry guys. Oh yeah, no, yeah, she will have, yeah. Yuri does have Two Tails. No, I didn't watch part 2. I'm just trying to remember. And I think I went on to a tangent, then I ended up finishing the tangent and completely forgetting where I was. Yeah. All my mind went blank after the tangent anyway. So yeah. And, well, of course, Yuri, is going to be more fixated on, trying to, be stronger than Sapphire, and Sapphire is, is generally, well, she's got a rival until her full power is released, which, mind her full, but, yeah, I would say, as her parents, slowly say lift, like the seal that is selling her, power away, as they sealed her true form away, which would also hold back her, power now, because, they didn't want, like a newborn baby destroying, the whole of the Hidden Leaf Village, because that would be quite bad. So, yeah. And plus, I think everyone would quickly realise that, Kusuno's now babysitting a 11-tailed beast. And you guys, what would you like it to be? So, a lion, a tiger. I'm thinking a cheetah, because, yeah, cheetahs aren't strong, but they are fast. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, yeah, I'll go cheetah, because, yeah, yeah, she's, the strongest tailed beast, but generally, what they look like doesn't equal to their power. So yeah, she will be a cheater. Yeah. So she's also, quite a thing. She's also quite fast, but again, as her parents release her still, or well, yeah. As they slowly release it over time, she will get faster and also a lot stronger. Because currently she's only now got access to one tail, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah. And, her, well, yeah. I'd say, of course, Kushina has been, I was gonna say boxing, no, sparring with them and teaching them, chakra control. Obviously, it would be handy for Yuri and Sapphire, because, she's practically, she is, a tailed beast. So she's pretty much almost, I'd say she's pretty much made up of, chakra. And, well, of course, Yuri's going to be handy because she's currently, sharing her body with a two-tailed fox. No, two-tailed cat. So, yeah. So I'd say she does kind of lean more to her mum, her mother's side. Taking on, of course, a more feline look to her. Which, yeah. So, yeah. I'd say her body is kind of made up of flames, but it'd be it'd be an orange, it'd be orange flames, nice, say radish orange flame, up until, say, maybe the tips of her tail, something Kuma, where, say, where his fur is, say, orange, of course imagine that as reddish orange, and then where it's white, imagine that as, her mum's, blue, say, her body's, bluish black flame, imagine that then. But, well, of course it, transitions, so the, middle is, imagine that, it'd be, she'd look quite nice. Plus, she did cheetah, so it'd be, there would be, the spots all around. Yeah. So it'd be where spots are. Then, as it goes to her tail, she will have it as then blue, mum's bluish, bluey black flame at the top. Mind you, she's also fire. So, yeah. When she truly transition, which I don't know, I think maybe between now and when I reveal her true form, that may be a drawing, but I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, but yeah, and well, Kakashi, not Kakashi. Oh yeah, Kakashi. Kakashi will, pop in and see how Kushina is doing, and he'll also spar with Yuri and Sapphire, and I'd say that Kushina, Kushina, trusts Kakashi enough to tell Kakashi, the talk would go, of course, when Sapphire, when you and Sapphire are, in school for the first day, Kakashi's you'd knock and, she'd be, who's that? I guess the only person who'd come and see me is, Kakashi, because, the Final Kage doesn't come and see me, so, yeah, I guess it'd be, Kakashi. She opens the door and she's like, Kakashi, how are you? And he's like, I'm good, how are you? He's like, I'm I guess, nervous, like, because of course, it's first day of school for my kids. It's like, yeah. So it's like, and also I want to tell you something. This is top secret. Nobody knows except for me and Yuri, and it's about Sapphire. Of course, Sapphire knows too, obviously, but yeah, it's about Sapphire. It's like, okay, so when you mean knowing, you mean as like when I mean knowing, I mean absolutely no one that is alive, because the only person that knows that is dead as well. My husband, the for Kage. But yeah, and he's like, yeah, he's like, well, you sure you want to tell me that? And he's like, yes, I hear you. I trust you, Kakashi. I've watched you grow up, and plus, you train like kids. So I think, I would say it's a safe bet to, tell you, about Yuri and about Sapphire, because about Sapphire and and the plus Yuri as well. So okay, well, talk away then. As she was going that well, Yuri is got the two tails silver sound first. She's got two tails. She's like known as Matabi. So when she's the two tails are known as Matatabi. So okay, and then what is Sapphire? Is that well? Sapphire isn't my child. She's an adopted child between Kurama, the nine-tailed fox, and and Matatabi, the two tails. So she's a born-tailed beast. She's the first ever tailed beast. She's also the strongest out of them all, having 11 tails. And I adopted her as her parents had to be sealed away for protection, as some masked man came to try and get Kurama. So they got sealed inside of us. And he's like, just like, whoa. He's overwhelmed a bit. Yeah. And he's like, it's a bit overwhelming, ain't it? He's like, a bit. I've been training pretty much, been training a wielder of a tailed beast and a tailed beast. It's like, that's kind of, a big secret, but I understand why you haven't told anyone. Cause, that's, that'll probably, okay. I understand, and, it's like, and she goes, you must not tell anyone, Kakashi. And I mean it, you must not tell anyone. So, I know. And she's like, oh, and isn't your child in as well? As she goes, it's like, oh, yeah. I think, she's in today. And he's like, wait, what? Kashi's got a child? He's like, yeah. In this timeline, because I didn't mention it, and I'm pretty sure I remember that I haven't mentioned roughly anything about Kakashi up until this point. So so Reen in this timeline, she does survive. Mind you, she does have the tail beast obviously pulled out of her. So she doesn't have one of the tail beast. I was having it was the 3 tails. It was either the 3 or the 4 tails, I think. Not sure. But but she does survive her ordeal with trying to kill herself and in front of Kakashi. So even though she did kind of lay there dead for a couple of seconds, but luckily, and even though it was a war, and hey, Kuma shouldn't be like out, but of course, luckily, like I forgot her name. Kuma's overseer. I forgot her name. It's annoying. I forgot. Kushina. Like Kushina. Yeah, like Kuma's like, Kushina, jump on my back. Come on, I've got to go somewhere now. So what do you mean? Like a very one of probably the most important Hidden Leaf village people is about to die, and it's going to pretty much traumatize a Hidden Leaf village member. So we need to go now to save him. It's like to save her. It's like no, she's kind of just a jumbled mess. So Cohen's just like and just grabs her, throws her on him, and runs for it at pretty much top speed, going and luckily enough saving, putting some chakra into her and saving her, as his chakra does naturally boost the healing ability. So yeah, so she does just barely survive though, but she's kind of pronounced dead for like a second or two, so Kakashi pretty much Kakashi left, and Kakashi's still has his, he knows that, Kuruma, he does know, Ninetales, and he's just kind of praying like, come on, Ninetales, please, please, even if she's dead, come on, can't you do something, and Obito, which is the masked man, of course, he sees Kakashi kill her, and while he's angry and of course he's taken away, he doesn't really get to mourn over her body, kind of, he gets taken away, and that's why he wants to kill the Hidden Leaf village. Well, destroy it, not kill it, destroy it and kill everyone inside, for his revenge for killing Reen, as and so and of course Kuruma gets there. He heals her by pumping a little bit of his chakra in her, which heals her up, and she's and they do CPR, which brings her back to life. And Kuma's like, we just made it. If we were a couple seconds late, Kushina, looking at her, if we were a couple seconds late, Kushina, she would have died for sure, and there would have been no way of bringing her back to life. And of course, like Kakashi, Kakashi's just like, thank you, Kuma, thank you so much. Well, no, he doesn't say Kuma, he's like, thank you, Ninetales, thank you so much for saving her, thank you, thank you. As, he's got tears, like in his eyes running down, as then, like, what's his name? I was going to say Fukage, but that is, well, not at the time, it's not. I think it was after. Or was it? I'm not sure. But I think he gets promoted after the war. The Yalfast of the Leaf. The fourth Kage comes, and he... he's like, and guys, 1 second, as Minato teleports in, and he sees it, and he's just like, she died, and as Kushina looks at him, he's like, we just made it in time. I was just going to like, Yes, we just made it in time. If it wasn't for like Kushino like flapping about and that, we would have been here slightly soon, and yeah. And Minato's like, thank you, like thank you. Ninetales, as Ninetales like, you know my name. Why can't you just use it already? It's like, fine, thank you, thank you, Nine. Yeah, you go, thank you, Kuruma, thank you very much for saving her, thank you for saving it. And, thank you for saving her teammate. Thank you so much. So, yeah, and of course those two would have a child. Put in the comments down below what you'd like Kakashi and I forgot her name again. Dang it. Yeah, Kakashi and Finny's child. Yeah, yeah. Mind you, it's a gal. Yes. Or should it be? No, I'm gonna make it a boy. Yes, I'm gonna make it a boy instead. Yes, so yes, it's a boy. So yeah, she'd say, oh, isn't your, your boy like, yeah, isn't your child, starting school's about today, and as Kakashi like, oh yeah, he is, like, so I'm guessing, Reen took her in, Kakashi's like, yeah, I'm going to pick her up. I'm going to pick him up. He's like, could you pick my two up then as well? Whilst it saves me going over to get them, and it also, allows me to do, a small job so I can earn a bit of money. Then, yeah. He's like, it's a pleasure if you want. Their childhood friend, like they've been friends for quite a while, so, they, like, if you want to, they can stay for her. It's like, no, I don't need chance, don't chance that just yet, because, who knows what might happen. Is that what for you? Like, in Yuri's case, is like, no, in Sapphire's case, like, if Yuri wanted to sleep over, I'd allow it. If it was Sapphire, though, not so much. I'm not really that keen of, having Sapphire sleep over somebody else's house. It's like, I know it's you and you are, like, the best person to have, to have. But it's like, if, of, like, the, of, like, us humans. But, yeah. Even if Yuri's there, which has got, her mum said, it's still, like, it's not a chance I'm gonna take just yet. Maybe when she's a bit older, when she can control maybe at least 2 or 3 of her tails, because currently, well, she can kind of control it. It's a bit, like, the pose is a bit too much for her at the moment, but yeah. Anyway, as well, yeah. And we kind of cut over as, even though, like, her might load people, crawling around, and the teacher says, okay, you can go outside now, it's dinner time. Well, not like dinner as in night time, because most people here will say dinner twice. Dinner as in, say like 12 to 1 o'clock meal. And then say, I'm going by Wales, South Wales, like that, not North, South. Yeah. Not really sure about North though. North may say it also, not sure. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, say, lunch. Yeah, it's lunchtime. As they go out as, like Yuri and Sapphire and Kakashi and Reens. Boy, they, they, sit under a tree and they eat their lunch and they just, sit down and talking. Yeah, they're just, talking about, are they going to be training today? And if so, what's the training going to be like? And that. And then, yeah, I'd say, well, yeah, and then, I forget their names. Well, no, nobody goes over to them. Not for the first day. Those are, they're just, they just sit around that tree and, talk a bit. Then it'll, cause in the evening, the practice not practice, teacher. Teacher's like, oh, okay, it's now the evening, and, and your belly's now full. We're going to do some, kunai practice, throwing practice. As that they'll go outside and they'll go, well, here's here's the target board and you have to try and hit it in the middle. As they all line up and start throwing it as of course they're kind of thinking as they go one by one who's gonna be the band. I just was like, well, I don't know, maybe I'll probably think, well, I don't know, excluding us, I'll probably say that I forgot it, that Uchiha over there, I think it's Sasuke. As the other two go, yeah, he's called Sasuke. He's like, yeah, I think Sasuke will probably be, the best out of them. As he's in he's a Uchiha. They tend to have quite good eyesight, don't they? Yeah. I say, well, yeah, those three, they don't really like the Uchiha that much. The Uchiha clan. Yeah. Well, yeah. And, well, yeah. And, yeah, and of course, the place like, well, it's, well, you three are the last three to go, and, oh, okay, as, they all get a bullseye. I know, they're given, well, yeah, I'd say they're given, 3 tries, so 3 kunai each, and they throw, they throw in the, each kunai splits. Yes. I know they're metal, but I'd say, they can throw it hard enough, and plus, I would say they're sharp, so, they do get, each one gets 3 bullseyes, and splits kunai down as they're like, whoa, they're strong, and they're very accurate, as, as Sasuke's just like, huh. Quite interesting, those 3 there. As, well, I'd say Kakashi's, gonna be in, Sasuke's gonna be, 4th overall in the class, as the other 3 are gonna be, rivals. So, the, person in the top is always gonna change in between those 3. Yeah. 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 And, well, yeah, of course. Yeah. And, well, that's, kind of go how it's going to go up until, say, canon. They'll be practicing, they'll learn the Academy's clone jutsu, but also they'll learn, techniques from Kakashi and from Kushina as well. And yeah, so a couple of years go past, and it's now when the anime starts. So yeah, and those three are kind of like in class. I was sitting down as he's like as they're like, well no, as I'd say like Kakashi's body's like I forget his name. Iruka Sensei. When we can become ninjas, because it's quite boring. It's like, well, why you already skipped? You three already skipped class already. But then again, it's kind of understandable that you'd skip class if you're quite strong already, as you three are the top 3 in the class by a decent amount. Yeah. But it's now, I'd say now it's only like Yuri and Kakashi's boy, like fighting for first place. Because I'd say by this point, like, Sapphire's kind of grown more as a person, and she can now control 2 of her tails. Yeah, she's got mastery over. Well, she's got mastery over the first one, and she's like, I'd say she's at least maybe like, yeah, I'd say she's halfway there mastering her second tail. Her second tailed form. So yeah. Yeah, and I'd say Yuri, she can enter like one, she can access like one-tailed form, but it's still kind of a bit too much of a burden for her. But she can at least enter the cloak, not the tailed not the 2-tailed cloak, like 2-tailed cloak 1 version. So 1-tailed, but it's the 2-tailed cloak version. She can enter that, but as I said, she can maybe handle it for, I'd say for now, maybe like say 2 or 3 minutes, as she hasn't. Well, yeah, as it's just too much of a burden for her body currently. But as she uses it more, her body will get used to it. But she can at least, sit in the cloak for quite a while without the tail. So just the 2-tailed cloak form. Yeah. And, well, yeah, of course, she will generally enter that when, when it's just, Kushina or not Sasuke, Kushina, Rin or Kakashi, or training them. Like, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say Rin, as Rin will do different training, like, for them. She'll be more, well, yeah, she'll be more kind of like jutsu based. Kakashi's more hand-to-hand combat. Oh yeah, and while Kushina is just overall, she's a lot more in, chakra control, as she's always had a very large chakra reserve, Manju's, she's always had a very large chakra reserve, so she knows how to control a very large amount of chakra. So yeah. So that's pretty much their training. They get kind of new kind of techniques roughly from Rin. They get they get new kind of like battle techniques and that from Kakashi. And say how to say break out of a genjutsu. I'll say Rin does it while Rin can't even be put in a no matter the kind of no matter how good you are at genjutsu, she can't be put under one, as she's an 11-tailed. I'll say that was one like one skill she gets just from birth. She cannot be put under a genjutsu. Yes, it does make her slightly overpowered, but ayo, it just, say stops her falling from like the Uchiha or that. So she can't be controlled unlike her mum, dad, and every other tailed beast. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah. So, she's got that rich. Oh, yeah. And, yeah, so, of course, Kakashi's teaching the other two on how to break out of genjutsu. Mind you, even though, like, Yuri does have a upper hand, as, she does have, Matatabi there to kind of undo the genjutsu, but, of course, even, like Matatabi can also be fooled and, can be fooled sometimes in genjutsu, so, she's learned how to do it without Matatabi's help. So when it comes to having Matatabi's help, it's a bit easier. Well, it's a lot easier to do it. So, yeah. But, yeah, and, of course, and then, like, Kushina, they're generally, they're like, today's, Kushina's training, they're like, they're a bit scared, as Kushina's generally the one that doesn't go easy on them. Yeah, like, Kakashi doesn't either, but Kakashi still doesn't, go pretty much, oh, okay, so you want a spar then, common then, let's spar, and goes all out on them. Yeah, I'd say, of course, even though, I'd say even though they are kind of technically stronger than, like, Kushina, I'd say I'd say the only person that is stronger than her is, Sapphire, but of course, because of their lack of, knowledge of fighting, they're not, like, their skills are lacking, so Kushina does always, upper hand them in the fights. So, yeah. But, yeah. And generally, like Kakashi and, Kushina are and, like, if they are, like, when they're doing, say, when two people are, sparring against one another, they, like, it's only, say, Sapphire against, Yuri, and it could be Sapphire against Yuri, or Sapphire against Yuri and Kakashi's boy. So, yeah. I just, mind you, of course, Kushina is like, oh, and Sapphire, don't forget, you must, you're, like, when it starts, you must be at least in your untapped cloak. You can go, don't forget, you can go as high as you want. Well, as high as the seal will allow it, which I'd say, her seal, she can go into her, let's say her three-tailed state, but because she hasn't mastered her two tails yet, she's not going to try and enter. Like, she can enter, and she has before, like, 4 quick bursts of speed and that, but she hasn't, like, really like stayed in that for any long period of time. So, yeah, she wants to master her second tail first, then start learning the three tails, master the three tails, then 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, go all the way up to that. But, yeah. Yeah, they're quite strong, as, of course, the next day they come and they're like, well, as Iruka's like, well, I think it's about time we'll give you the test, the ninja test. As, they all do it, of course. Yuri, Kakashi's boy Yuri and Sapphire all know the Shadow Clone Jutsu. I'd say they probably all, well, no, they all won't know it, but those three know it. I'd say Kakashi's boy can make, well, Kakashi can do what, 20? 10, 20? Well, yeah, I think Kakashi can make 10 clones, 10 or 20 clones. I think 10, be on the safe side, 10 clones. So I'd say his boy can make 15, like currently, well no, I'd say currently he can make, well, yeah, I'd say currently he can make 15, because don't forget, they are going up against a, you know, like a two-tailed beast pretty much. Like stronger than Matatabi in a two-tailed form. Yeah. So yeah. Don't forget that. In a based, I would say in a based form she can rival Matatabi. So in a one-tailed and two-tailed form she's well stronger. And that's her current age, like Naruto's canon age, I think. No. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah. Kind of forgot what I was gonna say next. Yeah. So of course, obviously, they all pass. I think they're known as the Rookie 9, but of course they've been known as the Rookie 10. As that's one extra person. That no, Rookie 11. There's 2 extra people there. Yuri and Kakashi's boy Rich. You guys can tell me in the comments down below, or below this side, depending on when you're watching this. What do you want him to be named? And yeah. Oh yeah, and whenever I do part 4, I'll tell you guys. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, they pass and I'm gonna mention, the team names, and if you guys are thinking, wait, but that means, 2 teams could have, 1 extra person. It's like, yeah, or, well, yeah, or 1 team will just be down a person, or 1 team will have 2 extra people, which I'm gonna go for that one. Yeah. And mind you, this team will have 2 proctors. 2 people. Yeah. Because why not? It's practically 2 teams, merged into 1. So 2, 2 gaining, not gaining. Tuning? 2 tuning people, level people will be there watching them. Well, they're teachers for the ninja world. So yeah. And oh yeah. So they send, and they're like, wait, but then so there's only 1 team left. As yeah. So it's gonna be, say, the original Team Saffron, with of course Sapphire plus Yuri and Yuri and and Kakashi's boy. Because why not? As and he goes, and this team's also special as it has 2 Joan, whatever though, level people, as there's 5 of them in that team. It's the biggest team we've ever had. Leaving this academy, it's the biggest team we've ever had. Yeah. So, and the people will be Kakashi and Kushina. Yes, Kakashi and Kushina. Those, they walk in as oh yeah, the people are like, oh my god, you're so lucky, having, those 2. yeah, as Sapphire, Yuri, and Kakashi's boy, they all just look at one another and they're like, oh no, why did it have to be those two? Why did it have to be those two? Yeah. As yeah. Yeah. As in Sasuke and Sakura just look at those two and go, and I was like, what do they mean? Mind you, so I'd say like Sasuke, he well, yeah, he does get along with them. Not that well, but he does get along with them. Mind you, as I said, I can't really remember what happened in part 2. So yeah. And yeah. And for Sakura, she does get along with them quite well, as Sakura and I forget her name. I don't know if I always forget her name, but Sakura and her rival Ino. Sakura and Ino, they do get along with the other two. Well, no, they get along with the other three quite well. Yeah. Yeah, and whilst those two, fangirl over Sasuke, they're like, how comes you two don't like Sasuke? It's like, oh, what's so special about Uchiha? So comment, but he's the last one. It's like, yeah, so what? Do you know anything about him? I was like, no. Is that, oh yeah. So you really only like him because he's the last Uchiha. That's nothing really to like, to love about. Like, right, so what? Yeah. They do accept that, just those two just don't like Sasuke. Well, not don't like him, just don't get over him, because what's the point? Yeah, plus they have no interest in Sasuke. I think that's the only thing Sasuke likes about those, well, I'll say those three people, as they don't really care, or who he is, or what his title is, or whatever. He just, he can slightly be himself, around those three years. Yeah, he's done his training by himself. But yeah. 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 Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. So if you have enjoyed it, like if you enjoyed it so much, and you will see more to this, subscribe. I see you guys in the next What If video tomorrow, do you? Unless you catch the live stream at 9 o'clock tonight when you guys are watching this. So 9 o'clock of uploading, so 9 GMT, so, oh no, not 9 GMT. I guess so, I'm meaning as in 9 London GMT, but yeah. 9 o'clock London time. So yeah, 9 o'clock London time, I'll be live streaming. Anyway. Goodbye. Goodbye.